this again. I got basically all the way through and then realized that my phone had stopped recording. So let's kind of start this over a little bit. Okay, so John's Gospel reveals another crucial aspect of creation: Christ's role as the eternal Word through whom all things were made. This profound truth connects creation's beginning with its purpose. Everything was made by Him and for Him. When we understand this, it transforms how we view both the world around us and our place in it. We're not cosmic accidents, but intentionally crafted beings made to reflect our Creator's image. Week 1 blessing. May you walk through this week with eyes wide open to the wonders of God's creation, seeing His fingerprints in both the magnificent and the mundane, and may each glimpse of His creative power draw you closer to His heart. Sure, still recording? Okay. Perhaps most remarkably, Scripture shows us that God didn't just create and step back. He remains actively involved in sustaining His creation. He maintains the seasons, provides for the animals, and knows when a sparrow falls. The same detailed attention expands to our lives. The God who numbered the stars also numbered the hairs on our heads. And, yeah. Too many hairs on my head. It's always falling out. As we go about our week, let's remember that we're surrounded by evidence of God's nature. Whether we're admiring a sunset, planting a garden, or simply breathing in fresh air, we're interacting with His handiwork. Every atom and galaxy testifies to His power. Every ecosystem demonstrates His wisdom. Every provision reveals His care. The question isn't whether God is revealing Himself through creation. He's doing so constantly. The question is whether we'll pause long enough to notice, to wonder, and to worship. This week, let's look at our world with fresh eyes, seeing in it the signature of our Creator and allowing that vision to draw us closer to Him. So, like I mentioned, it stopped recording and I didn't know it, so I kind of already wrote these down, but I'm still going over them. Reflection. Looking at the coming week, where could you spend 10 minutes outdoors each day to intentionally observe God's creation? Choose a specific time and place. So, it's still raining. It's been raining for the past 2 days. And she's asleep. I've got about half a cup of coffee here. And I'm kind of repeating what I already said, but it's still all true. My coffee mug isn't exactly the best thing to, I guess, reflect on God's creations, but I'm going to still do it. I mean, there's just all sorts of things about it that's, I guess, not godly, but at the same time it is, because I'm probably going to make some people mad, but I don't care who you love, as long as you love them with your heart. And also, I curse like a sailor, so I am not a very churchy person. I'm not a very godly person, I guess. Religious person, I don't know what you want to call it. But yeah, anyway, so pretty sure God will excuse me for my coffee mug. If He has a problem with my coffee mug, well, then there's a lot more issues, because if the coffee mug is something that He's going to have an issue with, then there's a lot about me that He's going to have issues with. Anyway, so it's a little after 10 o'clock now, at this point now. So when I get done with this, I'm going to go outside and I'm going to sit on the porch for a little bit and finish my coffee. I put 10 a.m. I'm going to put on the porch. Okay. And I'm going to point this out because it irritates me. It's still irritating me. Even though I noticed it earlier, it's still irritating me. The spacing, and they forgot the E there in creation. It's going to really bother me. Hopefully the rest of the book isn't like this. But what is one room or space in your home that needs God's creative order brought to it, and what 3 steps could you take this week to begin this process? My whole house needs it. The ADHD and stuff, it just really messes with me on being able to clean. Plus, since so much of our stuff is still in storage, it makes it hard to organize things because our furniture is in storage still. But anyway, so after I thought about it, I decided that my desk that you can see is just like this huge big mess of things everywhere. Yeah, it's just a big mess. So I'm gonna, because I do so much work, I guess you say, here at my desk, this is the thing I'm going to try to focus on this week. Not so much, not just to bring more godliness to it, I guess, but also creative order. Because, I mean, all the things I just showed you, plus there's a bunch of items that I need to do reviews for underneath. I'm going to try to make some shelves underneath it, but I'm going to use some of the Amazon cardboard boxes that are downstairs. I got a lot of them. That way I can reuse them instead of having to try to break them all down and take them out for the trash on Wednesday. But, and then this is when I realized that my phone was stopped recording on. It's still kind of making me emotional. Name someone in your life who needs to be reminded of their value as God's creation. What specific word of encouragement or act of kindness could you offer them this week? I don't know if you can see this, but I wrote my mama. Because my mom's got a lot of health issues. Blood pressure. There's a bunch of foods she can't eat that mess her up. She's got really bad rheumatoid arthritis and stuff, and she's just old. She's almost 70 now. Yeah, she's 68 now. My mom was old. She had me when she was 35. But, my mom's been through a lot in her life. Her life could be several Lifetime movies worth of stuff. If that means anything to y'all. Anyone that's watched Lifetime movies. And I'm not meaning the Christmas Lifetime movies. So, my mom is also probably one of the most loving grandmas, I guess would be the way to say it. Because, that woman literally, when I had my son, my son was her third grandchild, because my niece and nephew are about 8 and 9 years younger than me. But when I had my son at 16, my mom was, I don't want to say spiraling, but she was definitely on a decline. And he gave her another reason to live. Because I don't want to say that my niece and nephew were not a reason to live, or that me and my sister wasn't. But, alright, that's right, Chunky. If y'all are watching, y'all were little shits as kids, and you know it. And I think that a big part of that kind of affected my mom. And shit. But my mom definitely had a second breath when my son was born, when my oldest was born. And so I think I'm going to try to, because of everything that's been going on lately, I haven't been talking to my mom as much as I do. I mean, I try to talk to her at least once a week through Messenger, but I think I'm gonna send her a bunch of videos and pictures of kids, and I'm actually going to, where's my notebook? Where's my to-do? I'm going to write it down. I'm going to try to do it tomorrow. I'm going to call her. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to call her and try to make sure to talk to her. Yeah. And call her and let her talk to the little rat back there. Yeah, so so that's the notes section. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna flip back to front this page. Pretty sure it just has me reading the first bit of Genesis. Yeah, so the first little 3 verses of Genesis. So we're gonna do that. So Genesis, it's real easy. especially with these tabs that I added to it. Ain't they pretty? I'm gonna put a little bookmark here real fast. I want to show, because these my bubble cover that I pulled this out of, it came with some tabs. I want to show them real fast. It came with some tabs, but I didn't realize it until after I'd already put those tabs on it. This came with some tabs and stuff. They're pretty, but I'm kind of glad I didn't see them because they were hidden away in one of these little pockets. I'm glad I didn't see them because I like these prettier more because of the gold leaf lettering. But okay, so 1 through 3. Okay, so in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the
battery low.
That scared me for a second there. Okay, I'm gonna unplug this real fast so it doesn't do that again. Okay, yeah, the earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. So, not much to read, but it reads it. And I mean that little bit, it shows the proof. It's like, hey, it's darkness, and now there's light. So I'm gonna go ahead. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and read day 2 since I had already started trying to do them and stuff. So Psalms 19, 1 through 4. Let's see here. Psalms. I'm not sure how far back I need to go. Okay, there's Psalms. So 19. There's a lot of Psalms. Okay, 12, 18, and 19. Okay, and it says 1 through 4. Okay, so the perfect revelation of the Lord. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament shows his handiwork. Day unto day utters speech, and night unto night reveals knowledge. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. Their line has gone throughout all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. I have no clue what that means. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Am I reading the right thing? 19, 1 through 4? Yeah, that's the right thing. It doesn't make any sense to me. I guess, I think I'm gonna put one of these little tabs. What I'll do is, when I find the things, more than one, I'm gonna put this on there to mark that I have no clue what that means. And I can go back, I can do some research on the phone and stuff, and on my computer, to see what the heck that means. Because this says creation declares God's glory. I don't see the connection there. Maybe there's a different Psalms. I don't know how many Psalms there is to where, let's see here. I don't think there's another Psalms. Is there? Maybe I'm reading the wrong one. No, because there's numbers on one. There's more of them. So, yes, the right thing. I just don't know what it's supposed to mean. But that's what I guess what I'll do is I'll research it, and then I'll write it in the little notes section here. What I think it means or whatever. So yeah. Thanks for. Wait, nope. I was gonna end it, but you know what? I'm gonna. So I'm gonna show y'all this real fast. It's a jar of Bible verses. As you can see, read me when, happy, thankful, angry, anxious, lonely, sad, color-coded Bible verses. I think I'm gonna do anxious and sad because I'm a little depressed now thinking about my mama and stuff. But so I'm gonna pull out a green one. There's one, and a dark. Wait, no, yeah, a dark blue one. So let's see what they are. So anxious. And which of you, by being anxious, can add a single hour to his span of life? Matthew 6:27. I guess that's meaning, hey, don't stress over things because it's not going to help anything. I guess. For his anger is but for a moment, and his favor is for a lifetime. Weeping may tarry for the night, but joy comes with the morning. Let's see. I don't know. I guess I need to add them to the things to look up, and maybe I can add it to my notes, I guess. That or get a different notebook. I got notebooks all over the place. Get a different notebook to write my thoughts on this stuff in. So, yeah, I guess we'll do that.